Hello students, in this lecture we'll study how to find solution of Laplace's equation in zonal harmonics. Now here we find the solution of the Laplace's equation which is written in the spherical coordinates r, theta and phi, but here we take for granted that the function, that is the potential, is independent of that angle phi. It depends only on r and theta. And first we write the Laplace equation in spherical coordinate. The del square phi r theta equal to 0. So here it does not depend upon the phi. Then we'll use the formula which was stated in the earlier lecture for the Laplacian in the spherical coordinate r, theta and phi. But here we do not take the third term because that function phi does not depend upon the small phi. So we write here the first two terms and that is equal to 0. We are going to solve this equation. It is the second order differential equation by method of separation of variables. Now, in order to do the separation of the variables, use that method, we first simplify this. We multiply by r square throughout and we get this equation, dou by dou r square, dou phi by dou r plus 1 by sin theta, dou by dou theta, sin theta, dou phi by dou theta equal to 0. Then, as per the steps which are mentioned to you in the section 1 for solution of the partial differential equation by method of separation of the variable, this given function phi, which depends upon r and theta, is written as product of two functions z and p. Z depends only on r, whereas p depends only on theta. So in short, we write phi equal to zp and then we substitute here phi equal to zp. Now here this is a partial derivative with respect to r and p depends on theta and not on r. So theta is to be treated as constant. So p comes out of the derivative. In this case, that partial derivative with respect to theta, z depends upon r and not on theta. So z comes out of this outside the derivative. Then in order to make each term depending only on one variable, here p and z is there. Z depends upon r and p depends upon theta. So we want to do away with this p. In the second term, the p is here, it depends upon theta, but z is also there which depends upon r. So we have to do away with the z. So if you do away with the first term with the p, then that the first term will depend only on small r. Then if we do away with z in the second term, the second term will depend only on theta. So in order to do that, we divide by zp throughout, and when we divide by zp throughout, so p cancels and what remains here is z. Here z cancels and what remains is p. So now each term contains only one variable. And what we do is, we take the second term on other side, it becomes minus. Beside that, we have written, instead of dou, we have written as d, because here there is only one variable. So whether you do the partial differentiation or ordinary derivation, it does not make difference. In same way, here there is only theta. So whether you do partially with respect to theta, with ordinary derivative with the theta, it makes no difference. So therefore, here we find that the left hand side is a function of only r and right hand side is a function of only theta. And in mathematics, we know that when such thing exists, then each side has to be equal to constant, and we write that constant as k. So left hand side as written is equal to k, we call it equation 2. Right hand side is written as k and we write that equation 3. So now See, from the one partial differential equation, we now obtain two ordinary differential equation. Now this ordinary differential equation we can solve now. So first we will solve equation 2 and then we will also solve equation 3. So let us solve first equation 3, which is minus 1 by p sin theta d by theta sin theta dp by theta equal to k. So this is the equation 3. So now what we do here is we take this p on the other side and minus sign also taken on the other side. So this becomes equal to minus kp. Then we take it on the left hand side, become plus kp equal to 0. Now this equation is called as a Legendre's equation. But this Legendre's equation is in the spherical coordinate. Now what you studied in the section 1 mathematical physics, the Legendre's equation which you have studied was in rectangular coordinates. So here for such Legendre's equation, only solution possible. Now we are not going into detail. Actually, to solve it, it is very lengthy and tedious. It is beyond the scope of your syllabus, and you will not find one even in the textbook the solution of that. So we write only certain points and get the solution. So only solution acceptable here is for when k is n into n plus 1, when n is a positive integer. So it is true only for positive integer, and k is n into n plus 1. Then the solution for the particular value of n is Pn theta, and we call this Pn as a Legendre's polynomial. We have come across this in the section 1. Now only for particular n and other values of k's are discarded, and this Pn theta is polynomial in T and are known as Legendre's polynomial. Afterwards we will state what are those values of those Legendre's polynomial for different positive integer n. Similarly, we can solve that equation 2. This is the equation 2. We take the z on other side, it becomes kz. Then see what is done for the equation 3. Also same thing will hold good for the equation 2. So if you take k equal to n into n plus 1, here also it will take k equal to n into n plus 1. And again the solution of this is little lengthy. We don't go into detail. We directly write the solution, that solution depends upon n, and the solution of this ordinary differential equation z suffix n equal to r raised to n or r raised to minus n plus 1. So there are two types of solution. So linear combination of this will be also solution. So now general solution of that given equation, that is the Laplace's equation in spherical coordinate, is phi equal to zp. This way written. So now we substitute z equal to 1 of this r raised to n, and here this is Pn theta. Then z, another possible value of z is r raised to minus n plus 1, and p is Pn theta. So these are known as the zonal harmonics. Now here what happens is, for different values of n, you have to write it as a linear combination of for the different values of n. That means, example, it is c1 r raised to 1 p1 theta plus c2 r raised to 2 p1 2 theta and so on. So when many solutions are there, linear combination is also solution, and that is what we had seen in that theorem 1. Now these solutions are called as zonal harmonics. Zonal because it has some value in a certain region of R. R is some position, certain zone, whereas it is called as harmonic because this we'll see in the next slide that Pn theta depends upon cos or sine. That means they are sinusoidal. Sinusoidal means harmonics. The value of that Legendre's polynomial Pn theta for some beginning values of n are given here. When n is 0, it is 1. When n equal to 1, it is cos theta. When n is 2, 1 by 2, 3 cos square theta minus 1. And n equal to 3, 1 by 2, 5 cos cube theta minus 3 cos theta. You can also get it from the Rodriguez formula, which we have seen in the section 1.